Cyrus writes, big fan, and I really like the new green look.
Green!
My question is, what do you think of there being an end credit scene for The Force Awakens that is set like 35-ish years earlier, before Episode 4, to get the casual fan or people who aren't aware of Rogue One excited, and to blow us movie lovers' minds up even more? Thanks for all your great work. Lots of love from the UK.
Here's the thing. In general, what makes a great end credit scene is when it does two things. It foreshadows what's coming up, but it ties into the movie you just saw. We've seen some end credit scenes that are just like completely out of left field, completely separated from the movie they were a part of, and it's just a little short commercial for another movie coming out soon. And to me, those ones don't really work. It's when they do both that it works great. Can you do that with an upcoming movie that is set 35 years in the past? There's one way you can do it. Vader. If you get to the end of The Force Awakens and then you go a little black screen and then a little subtitle, 35 years ago, and then you just see Vader walking out of the mist and where are the plans or something like that.
I just had them. I know exactly where they are at home. They're right on my nightstand.
Then you do that, right, and it's Vader, that place will lose their minds and they'll go crazy. So I think you can, and I think they will. I think you're right. I think there will be an end credit scene that look, they could go one of two directions. They could give us an end credit scene that leads into Rogue One, or they could give us an end credit scene that leads into Episode 8, which would make more sense. But man, you can use Vader in an end credit scene if you foreshadow Rogue One. What do you think they're going to do?
Studio head Mark Ellis does not want to do this simply because it's like, no, we're Star Wars. This is not what we do. But fan Mark Ellis would point out to that other alter Mark Ellis that at the end of Phantom Menace,
they absolutely did.
All they did, it wasn't a scene. You just heard Darth Vader breathing. You heard the whole one time, and we're like, yeah, that's it. And so if you did this, I would love it. I can't. It's shocking that I am this on board with something like that because, again, you don't associate post-credit scenes with Star Wars, but my God, this would be cool if they did that. And you're right, Darth Vader is such a great selling point for Rogue One, and you're not always going to have a character as familiar as Darth Vader in the anthology films, but you will in the next anthology one too, because you're going to have young Han Solo, and then you might have another Boba Fett, so it's going to be people we recognize. I mean, this is a good idea. Whoever wrote that, job well. Somebody at Lucasfilm, give that kid a job.